phone. Did you see that?
Yeah, I am too.
Send that to Travion, whatever his name is.
Live.
Of Travion. You going live too, dog?
Yeah.
Hey, damn, where'd your hair go?
I don't know. I'm trying to get set up.
Hold on here. Weird. That's what we're gonna do right here. Look at that. Look at that. Hello. Sorry, we were not prepared. Welcome to Real Estate 101. My name is Hayden McKee. We are part of the GT team. You okay, Josh?
Trying to go live on my own feed. Sorry.
We're a part of the GTT team. Josh, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or are you too busy for the people watching?
Mine's live now.
Gotcha.
Yes, indeed. I'm Josh Harrell. Jeez.
Skelly Wag, thanks
Let
for
me
getting
get this
on,
thing
man.
set up.
My man.
I should have been more prepared. My apologies. My name is Josh Harrell. Here along with Mr. Hayden McKee.
I've already introduced
Oh,
myself,
already.
Josh.
Sorry, I was busy. But welcome to Real Estate 101. If you're on here, really appreciate it. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be talking about a topic. But before we get into the topic, we're going to give a shout out to somebody special.
Ooh.
We always give a shout out to somebody
Who are we
special.
going to give this shout out to, Joshua?
Well, today, I think an appropriate shout out to give out would be the man who came in. He just got off vacation. He gave me some lashings earlier for
really just dug deep.
Yes, for some things that I've done, some things that I need to do. Stephen Weathers, a.k.a. the Weatherman. Hey, old boy got into me hard today, but I needed it.
Does anybody do tough love tougher than him?
I don't think so. I don't think anybody ever has with me, at least. So, yeah.
Shout out to Weatherman.
Shout out Weatherman. Hope you had a good time on your vacation. So, anyway.
Glad you're back, Weatherman.
Yeah, glad you're back. So, anyway, let's get into today's show topic.
What's the topic for today, Josh? What are we talking about today?
So, we're talking about how to thrive. We're going to give you guys 5 tips on how to thrive.
Not how to survive.
Not how to survive.
How to thrive.
How to thrive.
Oh, okay. I like that.
We feel alive. And it's like a beehive. So so we're gonna tell you guys how to thrive. 5 tips on how to thrive in a shifting market. So I'm sure you guys know, if you're in real estate, if you have any real estate knowledge, we're in a shifting market right now. And what a shifting market looks like is like this. At one point, it was a certain way, and it's not that way anymore. That's what a shifting market is.
Whoa, let's slow down a little bit, Josh. How has it shifted? Are we shifting?
That's a good question.
Are we in a shift?
We're in a shift right now, as a
Okay.
matter of fact. So interest rates, everybody knows about the almighty interest rates. Anything everybody ever talks about these days, how high the interest rates have gone.
Can nobody buy a house with high interest rates?
I mean, that's what people are making it seem like, to me at least. So a lot of people right now, they're scared because the interest rates are getting high. And with the interest rates being so high, it's really prohibited some people from having purchase power and from being able to make these just crazy, insane offers that they were making maybe 2 or 3 months ago. So right now, or 2 or 3 months ago, people were offering like $50,000 over asking price, bringing $30,000 earnest money, no home inspection contingency, no appraisal contingency. I mean, all these ridiculous things. And now, since the interest rates are up a little bit, we're not seeing as many ridiculous offers on these houses. So, yes, to tell you, right now, I feel like we're right in the middle of that shift from, hey, we got a little bit more lenience whenever it comes to buying a house.
Yeah, it'll be a long. And just because it's shifting, that does not mean that it's becoming a buyer's market. It's going to be a long time before we are even in an equal market, let alone a buyer's market. And when I say buyer's market, I mean buyers have the most leverage. They have the most power when it comes to buying. Right now, when the interest rates were low and there was no houses, sellers had the advantage. Sellers had the leverage. But get back on our getting back to our topic here. What's one way to thrive in this market that you're in? And I think the first thing as an agent, you can't let the interest rates
My man Nick, what's up, baby?
You can't let the interest rates hold you back from making you feel like you can make a sale.
It's like a fish on a hook.
Making you feel like you can help somebody right now. Because I truly believe, and I know Josh feels the same, and everybody in this office feels the same, that now is still a great time to buy a house. Just because interest rates went up, that doesn't mean that you're in a worse place now to buy. Like Josh said, your purchasing power might have went down a little bit, but the way you can use the cash now that you had to use then, And when I say we had to use it then, we had to go over appraised value. We
Yep.
had to, how much earnest money do we have to put down
mean,
on a $500,000 house?
Yeah, I actually had somebody that put down close to $60,000 earnest money.
So 60K,
which is ridiculous.
60K. Say you had to waive the appraisal, maybe another 50 there. So
Right.
I mean, people were having to come out of pocket. I mean, 50 to 100 grand to even put themselves in a position to even win an offer. We are seeing that slow down tremendously.
Yeah, and it's shifting. So right now, let's just put it in perspective. $500,000 house. I'll kind of steal what Weatherman was doing. So we got two houses. One right here for $500,000. One right here for $500,000. This house was on the market 2 months ago. This other house is on the market right now. Okay, so let's look at the house that was on the market for $500,000 2 months ago. What did you have to do to win that offer? All right, so $500,000. What did you have to offer?
$500,000. You had to offer at least $550.
$550 to be in the ballpark. You had to offer around $550,000. Okay, so $550 purchase price, home inspection. We doing that?
Then or now?
Then.
No.
Hell no. Ain't no home inspection ever getting accepted. I told all my buyers, hey, if you put a home inspection in this contract, I'm not telling you not to get one, but you're probably not going to win it. You will not win it if you put a home inspection. So no home inspection, earnest money, you're looking at around $30,000. Appraisal gap coverage, which, appraisal gap coverage is a huge dictator on whether you're going to win that offer or not. Because if you offer $550, it appraises at $530. If you have no appraisal gap coverage, man, they ain't taking your offer. So let's just say $20,000 minimum appraisal gap coverage, plus you're having to do occupancies and all this other shit. So pretty much you're having to do all those things 2 months ago. Now let's look at right now. $500,000, exact same house on the market 2 months later. All right. Can you get a home inspection, you think, right now?
Yes.
And get it accepted?
Yes.
Absolutely.
We've
Just had one the other day. All right. Are you having to offer $50,000 over the purchase price?
Nope.
Are you having to offer any over the purchase price?
Nope. We're actually seeing contracts of 500 and up actually get contracted for less than asking price.
Exactly. Yep. I had a piece of land. It was listed at $90,000. Already been perked. Beautiful piece of land in Murfreesboro, and it went under contract for $75,000, which is like ridiculous. Everybody was looking for that lot 2 months ago. So yeah, you're not having to go over ridiculously on that. Appraisal gap coverage, people are accepting those right now. Nobody's offering this over appraisal ridiculous offer.
My brother asked, will interest rates ever go down? Actually,
Good question.
Actually, interest rates did just go down.
Yep.
And I think that brings us to a next point is that whereas before the market began this shift, interest rates were the sales point. The only reason people were buying houses
3%
because
interest
of
rate.
the interest rate.
That's right.
And now people are still focusing on that when that's not the advantage of buying right now. That's not what's going to benefit you right now is interest rates. Looking at interest rates are just it's not gonna make you feel good about buying a house right now. But what is gonna make you feel good about buying a house right now is not having to bring $5,000 extra money for closing costs, not having to, like Josh just went through, going over appraisal. So it's just the advantage of buying is not the interest rates right now. And yes, they will go down, they will go up. They'll never go down to where they were. Hitting 2.1, 2.3% is the lowest interest rates have ever been, Mike. So they will go down, they will go up. It's just part of the market, but that's not buying power right now. That's not where your buying power is. Your buying power is right now is you save cash up front. And you can use that cash. And this is another thing, Mike. This is another. Hey, we'll give you this out for free. Probably shouldn't even tell them this.
Yeah,
but,
this is a little gold
seriously,
nugget.
a trick to thrive in this market is you can buy that rate down. With the cash that you were going to use for appraisal gaps, with the cash that you were going to use for earnest money, you can use that to buy that rate down, Mike. So there's other options you can do.
You could almost buy the whole interest rate. I mean, you could get in the house interest-free with the money that you were going to put down on that house.
Yep.
So look at it this way. Would you rather have a 3% interest rate and potentially have to bring around $60,000 to $70,000 to get that $500,000 house? Or would you rather have $200 or $300 more on your payment and get the house and not have to bring $60,000 to $70,000?
I'm excited, Josh. You know why I'm excited?
Why?
Because a lot of realtors in the business right now are looking at these interest rates just like buyers are looking at these interest rates, and they're taking themselves out of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
They're telling themselves we're in a lull. They're telling their buyers you should not buy right now, and they're creating their own atmosphere, their own environment by beating themselves up over these interest rates.
Yeah, and it's drowning them because right now is probably the best time for a buyer.
Yep.
Now, for a seller, I'm not going to say it's the worst time because honestly, in a seller's market or in a normal seller's market, your house is sitting on the market for like 2 months, and that's a good thing. Now, typically now it's like 10 days, if that. I mean, so it's really not a bad time to sell. But right now for buyers, compared to what we were in, it's like night and day. You should take advantage of what's going on.
One good benefit for sellers right now is when their house is listed, they don't have to just leave for the
Hell
whole
yeah.
weekend because there's so many showings that they can't even be in their own house.
Which, I mean, obviously it's good to get your house sold very quick, but I know it's very annoying, especially like let's just say you're used to living in your house, you're used to drinking beer and you're on your couch on the weekends in your house, and you put it on the market and your realtor tells you, hey man, we got showings booked up. You're gonna have to leave for the weekend all weekend just because we have so many showings.
That's a hassle.
Yeah, and
for
it
a seller,
sucks.
that's not convenient. And so that's what a lot of people want when they're making this big of a purchase is convenience.
Exactly.
And
right.
it was not even though sellers had all the power like that, that's not convenient for a seller. So we're going to see a lot more convenience for buyers and sellers and things slowing down, people being able to feel like they're making better decisions, not rushed decisions. But I really am. I'm so excited. I'm thankful to be around the people that I'm around,
Sure.
Tommy and Steven, because I really, truly am excited about this shift in the market because this is the first shift I've seen in the business.
Yeah.
I know Josh has seen in the business. But
I saw a little COVID. I think, were you here for COVID? Like there was a little COVID shift, but it lasted.
I got here during COVID.
Yeah, you were. I mean, there was like a little shift. I mean, I feel like that was like a 2-3 month thing.
Yeah.
And now I feel like we're going to be in one of our actual shifts where, it's probably going to be strung out. Mm-hmm. I mean, hell, so I've seen some people say 18 months to 2 years. I mean, it's crazy to think about, but at the same time, you got to thrive to survive. You got to go into this new shifted market thinking like, hey, I got to be creative. I got to come up with ways to make this work because look, if I don't make it work, man, it ain't going to happen for me. I'm going to be working at Kohl's. I ain't going to Kohl's.
Hey, I'm not going back on that lawnmower.
That's right, man. No, hell no, me neither.
But do you have anything else, Josh?
Yeah, I did want to bring up one more thing too. So, whenever I just said you got to be creative for agents. Now, this might be a little nugget for maybe somebody that's looking to get into real estate, or maybe a brand new or maybe somebody that's been in real estate forever and they just might not know this information. But one thing I do feel like is going to help me out and help me to thrive in this market is social media. Mm-hmm. Like doing the social media thing because I definitely was slacking whenever I first got into the business on it, but now I feel like doing the social media has changed real estate for sure. You see these Instagram posts of $1 million listings. You see these people doing virtual tours. You see all this social media stuff, and it's changed real estate. Back in the day, you know what social media was for people back in the day?
What?
The newspaper.
Email.
Going to Walmart, buying the 25-cent newspaper. Look, oh, that house is pretty. Now, social media, you could literally, like I did a video on a farmhouse, you could see that video and get intrigued, and it's like, hey, that's the one I want right there.
And shout out to you and Noah, because you and Noah, I feel like I definitely have seen the difference in the past few weeks with your social media game, but I completely agree.
I'm trying to get better.
You and Noah do a really good job at social media.
I appreciate that. I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get to a point where it's like, social media real estate king. Yeah. The man does not know how to be stopped.
The perfect. I mean, what Josh is saying is, I mean, you can post a video today, and you never know what's going to go viral. But you could post a video today, and it's very well possible you could post a video that gets 1 million views. Mm-hmm. How many calls? How many emails? How many text messages can you send out? How many people can you get in front of and touch in a day if you're just using manpower?
Exactly right.
100, 200. I mean, I think we've made 250 calls in a day. Yeah. But
like doing this, how many people we got on here so far? I think around 15 people have joined my personal Instagram live, right? So whenever that's a touch.
Getting in front of, he got in front of 15 people in 10 minutes.
That's how real estate now is. Like, you don't understand, but social media can be like the game changer for some people. So if you're getting into the business, I was telling Emily this earlier, like, hey, you really need to start like your social media platform now. If you don't start it now, I mean, you got to do it quick Because if you don't do it quick, what's going to happen is other people are going to get involved and they're going to blow up. And there's really just going to be no more room for anybody else. So that's why I'm trying to be, like I said, the nonstop social media king.
Well, Josh, I mean, we have a large audience in here. I mean, we might.
Who has questions?
Forgive me for not paying attention to our audience. Does anybody in our standing audience have any questions or comments?
Y'all did a wonderful job. I don't have any comments.
Thank you.
Y'all
Thank
did,
you.
Well, that's a comment. Yeah, y'all did a good job.
Thank
I don't
you.
have any questions. That's
Thank-
how I should have said
Thank you.
it.
Steve
What about
Zavisa.
you right there?
No, I'm good. Y'all did an awesome job.
Van Grafton, you got any comments, questions?
You guys covered it
Cool,
well.
cool. Well, Josh, you got anything else?
I think that's all I
This is how
got,
I'll
man.
end it, is the market's going to shift. The market's always going to shift. We're in a shift right now. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. But there's always going to be closings.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a benefit to buying real estate, because the one thing's for sure is over time, it is the only investment asset that's going to go up.
As long as people are making babies, people are buying houses.
Shout out to John Floyd.
As long as people are making babies. I mean, people got to live somewhere. Don't matter where you're at. Don't matter who you are. You got to live somewhere. So yeah. Hey, there's your nugget. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys don't mind, please like, comment, and share the stream. We would really, really appreciate it. And tune in tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. for the morning grind. Hey, our boy Travis Lawrence, his Mr. UFC, he's got his fight coming up. He's going to be talking about that. So tune into that. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, all right? Shut us down,
See ya.
Van.
Have a good one. Thank you.